just want to talk a little bit about cow's milk. I think that drinking cow's milk has served a purpose throughout history. See, our ancestors didn't live in a time of great abundance like we do today. Okay, they didn't have Walmarts and they didn't have grocery stores filled with food. And so they had to gather and hunt and find whatever food that they could so that they could get by each day. And if they didn't, they would starve. So it's not like they had access to fruits and vegetables year-round, or things like oatmeal and rice and, all of the different kinds of foods that we have available to us each and every day. So they had to have some type of food. And our ancestors didn't know as much as we know now about the benefits and negatives of eating different foods, because they didn't understand all of the science behind it. And, as time goes on, hopefully we become more intelligent and we learn, new things. But the thing is, and my point is that our ancestors ate a lot of, foods just so that they could survive, just so that they could get by. And yet we live in such an abundance where we can choose, food that is healthier for us. And so we don't have to be drinking cow's milk, to get our calcium from. And because, the milk in the store is a lot different than the milk on the farm. The milk in the store is homogenized, it's pasteurized, destroys the enzymes and the vitamins and the minerals. And even although raw milk is superior than the milk bought in the store, it's still really not a good food for humans to be drinking, because cow's milk is for baby cows. If we wanted to drink milk, it would be better to be drinking our own milk from our own species, because that's what that milk's tailored to. It's really common sense. See, a lot of people have all these diseases and problems, and they never want to question if it's the foods that they're eating. And, but I'm not going to tell people what to do. I'm just a messenger, and I'm just telling you what I think about it. And I think that drinking cow's milk causes a lot of problems for a lot of people. Most of the world is lactose intolerant to dairy. Dairy causes a lot of allergies. And dairy's got a ton of protein in it, much more than what humans actually require. Dairy has a lot of pus. It's got a lot of hormones, 80 active hormones in it. And, because of all of the hormonal imbalances all of us have, it's not going to be helping us to be drinking dairy that's got even more hormones. So that's really going to imbalance our hormones. So that's not a good thing. And dairy doesn't have any fiber, so it's not really good for our digestive system. And my experience with dairy is that it just made my skin break out a lot, and it caused a lot of constipation. It made me gain a lot of weight. So that's my experience with dairy. And once I stopped drinking dairy, all those things went away. And I feel and look healthier. I just feel better. So I don't think that dairy is a good thing to be drinking. There's people in the world that don't drink dairy but have really strong bones, and they get their calcium from their vegetables, from seeds, like sesame seeds are really high in calcium. There's all kinds of foods that have calcium in them. And all the other animals get their calcium from plant foods. They do. They're only drinking milk when their babies are young and they nurse. But when you're an adult, you don't drink milk anymore. So I think it's common sense You know, I really think that a lot of this is common sense. And so, you know, if you want to drink something dairy, you know, have some almond milk or rice milk or coconut milk or something like that. Just blend some nuts and seeds with some water, you know, and then you can have dairy. And, you know, and it's a lot cleaner and doesn't have all those hormones in it and all the pus and all that stuff. And you still get nutrients and you're still getting calcium too. So, I don't think dairy is good, and I recommend people stop drinking dairy.